everyone, welcome back to Trevdog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Orebound. We're in Season 1, now Episode 20. Just checking on everything still working. Kind of after I reloaded, or just loaded the game basically, and started playing again, always seem to find something that's broken. In majority of cases it's the two-way splitters, so whenever I get a chance, I have to kind of convert the two-way splitters into three-way splitters, and then it seems to work again. So anyhow, doing a whole bunch of upgrades while I'm waiting for the 5 million, and it's almost there. We're at 4996458, so a little way to go. Off camera, I did add the extra stone out here. I put these extra kind of vaults in. So if we check out this guy here, he's saying almost 5 million out of 10 million. So now we've got our 10 million capacity. So that's what we're looking for. The 5 million is about to jump. So now I've got everything working. The numbers are jumping up quite quickly. So there you go. It's doing about 3,000 or 4,000, I think, per cycle of selling. So we're at 5,002,928. So really 2,928. What's the next one? So you see that it's 5,863. So it's almost 3,000 actually. 3,000 per cycle, and I'm pretty certain everything is working. I've been watching everything. So if everything's running fairly smoothly, actually that production line up the top there, that one, the closest one to us, that stopped working when I came to record again. So it's, yeah, it does some weird stuff. As long as these guys have got steam and they're still producing, which it looks like they are. It's just, you know, obviously this one here for gold pistons takes 10 seconds, so it takes a little bit of a time. Yep. And it sends it out, and then if you go to this guy, he's still selling stuff, and then you've got to wait another 10 seconds to see some of these things pop in again. So it's still happening. It's still selling. Look at that, since I've been talking, I've got 15,000 gold over the 5 million. Yep. So let's get stuck into spending the biggest amount of money we're going to spend, which is 5 million. Hey, this will be interesting though, because see these big mountains of gold? They're going to disappear, aren't they? Holy dooly, 5 million's going to disappear from there. We'll only end up with 20 odd, which these little tiny ones, they only carry 5,000 each. So you'll see a little bit of gold here, and then all those will be empty. Anyway, that's what we've got to do. Now I think I can't. Do I have to? I think I have to have this stuff on me, don't I? If I go right down. Oops. Slide bar, Trev. Yeah, 5 million. I can't unlock it at the moment because I've got to have those things on me. Okay. So I need to have 100 of them, 100 of them, 100 of them. I've got more down the bottom here. This 100 down here. Is it going to show me? There you go. Well, I had it. So 250,000 gold if I sold that, and I think it's 205,000 for that. Quite a bit of extra money you can earn just by selling those things. But the problem is, I want to know what the infuser needs. What happens if it needs 100 of those? So, you know, I'm not trying to sell stuff that I don't need to at the moment. So anyhow, let's do it now. Can we unlock? Yay! Look at that, guys. Here we go. We spent our 5 million. Ah, oh, look at that. Oh, there's a little bit of gold. Oh, that's funny. They actually, I thought it was going to go back into these small ones here, but no, it's throwing a little bit there and a little bit over there. Not quite sure why it's done that, but anyway. Oh, it feels funny being back to zip just about. But that's not too bad. We're already up to 38,000, so yeah, hopefully during the episode we'll get a fair bit of money coming in as well. So we should be able to make the infuser now, I guess. Is that in our machines? Whereabouts is that? I did upgrade to everything else. We haven't had Minecrafts or mine rails or anything like that in the game. We haven't really needed it, I suppose. Gem polisher, the infusers. It comes under gems. Oh, okay. It just says there an incredible machine that infuses keys, but I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to have to look at it because down here, right at this point down here, this I think I took a lot of the cut gems out of this machine, put them upstairs. It's getting towards being full again, I suppose. Drop those to there. There you go. So another couple of hundred and it will be full again. I don't know. Does that mean the infuser should be built over here? Because I've got a feeling that the infuser's going to need... Well, I don't know actually what it needs. Hang on. Let's just extend this area and see if we can build the infuser and just see what it really does need. I mean, I don't even know how big it is yet, but I would imagine just adding a few more stone out here might not be a bad idea. So if this is where, if it needs these, well, I don't know. Hang on, let's just put it down. Oh, can I make it? I can if I've got the stuff on me, right? Yeah, okay, the pipework gear, ruby gems, okay. Alright, leave everything in here. We'll go up and grab what we can out of... I've got everything in the chest up here, so... Hang on. Oh, for a second I thought it stopped working. Just has slowed down a bit. Alright, that's pretty cool. So we're back up to 63,000 gold. Okay, that's interesting because it's kind of throwing a little bit here and there. Let's fill these guys back up again. Which one was it? Was it the second chest? Okay. I only needed 10, didn't I? 10 of each one? If that's the case, we'll just take those out. Take half of these? Nope. Hang on, we're not going to put it down here, but can we actually put it down? Oh, okay, I need more precise gears and more precise pipework. Just while I checked. Where is it? Back in here. Let's grab half of each of them. We should be right there. Let's go and put it down and actually see what the inputs and outputs are. Just thinking of it, hey, this is the very last machine. It's not really the biggest machine in the world, I must say. Where the heck? Does it not have inputs and outputs? Or does it just have a storage bank or something? Oh, hang on, these... What? Are these pipes? Kind of almost looks like it, but... I don't know. I don't even know which way to put it down, guys. Don't know. Or does it go in the top? I'm not sure. I think we just put it down here and then just... I don't know. We can always pick it up again, but let's just assume that it's going to be right if we just add it, say, here. Holy Julie, what? Oh, yeah, okay. I have to tell you, where the heck was it again? Oh my goodness, can I remember? So off camera I was running around again looking for the infinite sapphire. And I came across something that was like a door. Oh my goodness, where was it? I think... Because I came up top and I was looking around the place and see these big pillars? I think it might have been in that direction. Yeah, I think it was, because I don't think it was that far from where we're producing emerald at the moment. It was kind of further over in this direction. And it looks like it was almost at the bottom of this big thing. And there's a couple more of them. Well, you can't see it while I'm down here, but there's a couple more of them around. Like you can, out this side, you can kind of just see there's a big pillar there, and I think there's one over the back here. So maybe that's related to this thing. Yeah, this key... Oh, the key for a sacred vault. So there's a ruby, a sapphire one, and an emerald one. Oh, maybe it was the emerald one? I don't know. Oh, wow. So you've got to have... Oh, wow. You've got to have 500 of these gems. Oh, you're kidding me. Really? Holy crap. Okay. So, like, don't forget, there's more than 500 ruby gems in here, right? So, that's kind of what we have to do, is to go around and manufacture. See, at the moment, I've got sapphire ingots being stored, and I've got emerald ingots being stored. But I don't have... The only one that's actually making the gems is the rubies. And that's the one we just looked at then, so... That means we have to add another way of making... Oh, jeez. Okay. That loud. But the keys, though, a basic key for old doors can be enhanced to open sacred areas. Right. Okay.
Yep.
So hang on. Oh, see, what? So you've just got to have the stuff on you? Actually, that might not be such a bad idea. Because once you've got it, you just tell it to infuse, right? So I could do the ruby one if I had the fortress key? Hang on, have I got to go find a fortress key? I don't think I can make it, can I? There's no other option on this machine. I don't think there is. Hang on a sec, before I go any further. So, that's not a bad thing then. Maybe, because then, because what I was getting worried about was knowing that I have to go all the way to where, you know, these other gems are being made, and then put a conveyor belt all the way up to this machine to feed in some of these things. But by the looks of it, you don't need to do that. You just need to have it on you. Okay, we're going to have to look into the fortress key though. How does that work? Do we find it? Because I never tried to go into this building. I think there was something outside of it that said read, and I went, no, I don't want to do that unless I'm on camera. So I backed off. So maybe the key is where when you read it, you get the key. I don't know. I'm trying not to look anywhere else and find that information because I don't want to spoil it. But maybe that's the way to go. You got to bring it back with the cut gems. So. I don't know, my gut feeling is the one over that way might be Sapphire and the one over this one might be Ruby. I really don't know. I mean, all I know is that we were finding... actually, where were we finding emeralds? Our emerald production plant is down here, but it's kind of... I think there's more back this way, so maybe that's the way they intended it. I don't know, I'm guessing here a bit, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, well, we've spent our 5 million. We're up to 142,000 already. And we've got the infuser down. We know a little bit more about it. We know the rubies aren't a big deal because they'll just keep being added to there. In fact, you know what? I want it to keep making them, so let me just take out a little bit of that. We'll put that back up in this other chest. So we've got a couple of things we can do. I can either go and manufacture gem cutters, which I kind of need to do for both the other ones, the Sapphire and the Emerald. And then we'll have to do an episode where I'm looking around for these other fortress keys. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. Let's put all those in there. Let's put Sapphire down here. Emerald in there. See, I don't know now. I feel like I can sell the Sapphire ingots and the Emerald ingots, but for the time being, we'll just keep them there. Oh, that's another thing I should look at. Hang on. Yeah, I forgot to do that. How many ruby ingots have we got down here? Hopefully these still are still making them. I think they are. Oh, 58. Is that right? 58. They look like they're still working. I know they take an awful long time to come out. Yeah, okay, it's still working. 34 out of 50 powder. Can I get over that one somehow? Oh, it's only just made one. Gee, it must have only just went down. I didn't even see it. Anyway. Alright, all good. Alrighty. Well, I guess at some point we're going to have to do both things. There you go, autosave's happening. Oh, I've got to put some of this stuff away. Yeah, let's have a look. Where were we? Where's the precise gear, precise pipe work? Kind of wondering whether I actually need them ever again, but anyway. So there's two things we need to do. Is we need to get gem cutters in place for the sapphires and the emeralds. You know what I might do? Hang on. I'm going to stop right here, because everything seems to be working again. 172,000. Gee, it's not going to take very long for this to go through the roof. So we'll save that. Did that just save? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Alright. Let me see if I can find where I read that information. So see if we can find the fortress key in this episode then. And then next episode we might have to get research into making the gems. See, this is an awful long trip to have to make. Yep. Run, 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 run. What? I mean, yeah, I could do it across the surface, but I kind of know a little bit better where I'm going when I do it this way. So here, might as well have a look at this while we're down here. So this is the sapphire area, but it's just this. See, we're going to run out of sapphires soon. Oh man, I wish I could find the unlimited sapphire. Sapphire ingots. See, when you're cutting them, I'm pretty certain there's another 20,000 sapphires somewhere I've seen. I'm just wondering though, am I stuffing myself up here? So, should I be not making these for the time being? You know what? I'm going to do that. You know why? Because I've got about 7,500 sapphire ore. This ore might need to be diverted into a gem cutter yet. So I'll just break that on purpose and hold on to that. We'll head over to the emerald area and look at the same. It's going to be the same sort of issue. But they're infinite though, aren't they? I'm pretty certain. So the sapphire is the only one that's actually been a problem. We've got infinite ruby, infinite emerald, so we don't have to worry about. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I did do that. Just in case I fall down. See, where was it? There was another bunch of emerald there somewhere, back before we went over that last little kind of dip. There's another bunch of, like 20,000 emerald, but see that over there in the corner, that's infinite emerald. And I think there's another infinite emerald back the other way. I keep thinking this is sapphire, but it's not, it's silver. So, at one stage I had a problem with the big guy. There was a huge orc down here, but I've got plenty of little guns around the place. Where did I see it? I think it was back this way. Sorry guys, it's a bit dark here. Actually, I'm not sure. I did go and buy all the other packs, you know, the decoration packs and stuff like that. Ooh, ooh. Don't necessarily fall down there. Can I see it from here? Oh, down there? No, that's 20,000. There's another large, infinite supply of emerald. Maybe it's back this way. Hang on. Oh, I can't get through that way? I don't know. Hang on. I'm sure it was over this way a little bit. so I didn't check to see whether there was any orcs in the way there. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if I just stumbled across an infinite supply of sapphire? That would be weird. Is there an orc down here? I think there might be. How? Oh, it's only the small guys, I think, anyway. Here we go. Little guy's easy. Actually, if you keep backing away from these guys, they're not that hard to kill off. Let's put down a few more of these. One there. So you can see where my staircase is up here. So I've certainly been up here before. There's a few more orcs. Yeah, I don't know where I have seen that before. I'm kind of diverging from our mission here a bit, but is it through here? See, there's a lot of emerald here. How did I just fall off here? See, this stuff you can't break. I've just run around those guys. See, then if you fall down, then how do you get back up? I think there's a little tiny orc over there. Hang on, can I just put a set of stairs going back up here for a sec? This is where they come up quietly behind me and thump me one. Can I just walk up there? I can jump a bit. There you go. Let's take care of these guys. Gee whiz, not even touching him. Well, for a little while anyway. Alright. Back to putting down some more lights so you guys can see a little bit better. One in the middle. One up there. Funny if I found the infinite sapphire in one of these things, but yeah, you just got to be careful you don't run over there and fall into the lava. That wouldn't be funny. Oh, I can see a few little orcs over there. You can see I haven't been absolutely everywhere, but it's almost like these big caves, they just don't have anything. They're not filled with anything, you know. Oh dear, I don't know. But yeah, there was another, I'm not sure exactly, maybe I haven't quite gone the right direction, but there was definitely another infinite supply. What the? Oh no, these are the guys I didn't see before. I do like the animation when these guys cark it, eh? Sorry dudes, just doing my job. Alrighty. Now, where did you come from, Trev? Where did you come from? Was it up this way? I think it was. Yeah, so the machinery is on this side over here. So, I think that was the silver, wasn't it? Oh no, they're the 3 gold. No, that wasn't silver, that's right. And then that's the infinite emerald. So, we don't seem to have a problem with any of this. This all seems to be still working and still selling stuff and whatever. And this is where we've been collecting the emerald ingots. So 19 back in that one, 19 back in that one. Is this thing still working? Oh, it is, okay. Oh, no, it's not. See, there's another one where the steam's not coming into here. What has happened to you? Is it another one of these? No, those conveyor belts are still working. Is there a two-way splitter? So this happens to me a lot. So hang on, let me just check all these guys. So that one's got plus 100 steam, so we know that's all working. This one over here, does it have 100 steam? Yes. Zero steam. Hang on, how come there's no... Oh my goodness, that's the first time I've seen a three-way splitter not work. I mean, I can speed it up by obviously putting a bit of coal in there, but... So, this is what I've been doing. I have to run around and delete stuff, and then reattach it all again just to make it work. I think, yeah, there's definitely some sort of little bug going on with their, the way they reconnect things, I guess. Where's the input around this way? Not sure exactly where I had it, but maybe there. Conveyor belt from here. It is a bit of a waste of time because I'm kind of reattaching and rebuilding stuff that was already working, I suppose. So that's feeding, that's feeding, that's feeding. Okay, that should be okay now. Alright, back to business. It is a bit of a pain though, because you can't, it's not consistent, you know, you can't guarantee, I guess, that everything is working the way it should be working. Alright. Yeah, I think it was this way. It's over this way. Gee, it would be amazing, if I could... Oh yeah, I just didn't want to go inside and do any of the reading of the... whatever it was. I don't know what it was. It was a sign or something,
Yep. Yep.
I went, oh wow, this is different. I think it was over this way. Obviously, I've been through here just recently, and mainly off camera, because I'm just I was still, you know, trying to find the infinite sapphire. I haven't seen one infinite sapphire. Now, was it through there? Could be that way, and it could be that way. Let me just have a peek over this little hill here. I've got a feeling it's through there. You know what it's like, you go through hundreds of caves and you try and remember where you saw something. Could have been through here. Don't think it's that way, but it could be up through here. She's a bit rocky, Trev.
Yep.
As you can imagine, I have come an awful long way. To get out here and see all this. As you can imagine, I was putting down torches all over the place trying to find my way through. Yeah, I don't think I kind of went... could have went that way. And I could also have gone this way, but I think my torches stopped. Yeah, okay. It could be through here. You know what the game kind of needs? Probably more little... Actually, there maybe they are around, but little signs that say, you know, go this way to find this or whatever. There's that infinite iron deposit. No, it wasn't through here then. Oh crap. Oh dear. I think sometimes they're dropping down from above. Anyway, so it wasn't that way. Well, it can't be to the right either, because I ran out of torches. Okay. Back through there. So it wasn't that way. How far did I go with torches this way? It really... I mean, you could go onto the surface and then, you know, climb up to the top and have a look around. So I stopped there. Hang on, is this the way back? I think this is the way I came because it was so kind of like a tunnel filled with rock. Yeah, okay, I think this is it. So I didn't really go through there, didn't really go through there. Now we're back to that big area again. Maybe it was past this little orc area over here. It's definitely over in this emeraldish area that I saw it. Maybe it is further through here. What I got to be really careful of is I can't remember where I've put my little turrets down. Like, there's a few there. But if I run into a big guy, I've got to have some way of being able to knock him over. Okay, so this was all highlighted. There's a set of stairs over that way. Maybe that's where I went. Oh, there's a little set of stairs.
Whoop.
Let's have a peek over here. Yeah, the area that I'm talking about does look a bit different. It has like a little,
Yep. Yep.
can't see a big guy. Looks like I must have went
Yep.
over. Oh, that's right, I did. I
Yep.
went over this way. Yeah, this brings back memories. Okay,
Whoop.
it is over here somewhere. Wonder if there's a guy. There's no. I can't even see small orcs over there. Okay, put down these turrets. I think it's through that cave up here. No guys around here. At least I know I've got a line of turrets there. I'm pretty certain I did look in all these chests. Yeah, I've taken all the loot out. Ah, here it is. This is it. So from a distance, I was over there somewhere and I saw that and I went, kind of looks like lava from a distance. But that's different, hey guys. It's like a little. It's a different sort of building. Yeah, so this is what I didn't read. So we're about to read that. Then there's a doorway into that thing. What else is over here? There is an infinite gold deposit. I remember going around the back here. Infinite silver deposit? And then there's another 20,000 sapphire deposit. Okay. So that's fantastic that that's sitting there. Really? Did you come to visit? Not for very long. So like I haven't been, like you can't break through that unless you build steps down and get over the lava maybe. Anyway, let's go read this thing because this is what I didn't do because I was not wanting to do it unless I was actually recording. See, that looks like someone's mouth, doesn't it? Looks like a dwarven door inside of someone's mouth. Anyway, so I think I came over here and see it says ancient stone and read. So I didn't do this before because I was waiting for this moment. So let's try this. Here lies King, is it Gilgrim? The first, is it? Second of the three kingly brothers to pass. It was Gilgrim who handled domestic affairs within the realm. A firm arbiter, he sat in thousands of court and council meetings during his rule, passing and rewriting law and doctrine, adjudicating and determining those innocent and those guilty. He provided the strong stewardship for a prosperous reign, and saved many lived when enacting steadfast law during an outbreak of dreaded stone plague. Fair enough. In doing so, earning fair admiration of his people, may he find eternal rest in the halls of Vlandry? Okay. Hang on. Back to that. Okay, no, I'm just looking down the bottom going, there's nothing new. Okay. Alrighty then. So I guess, do we open the door? Insert one sapphire infused key. Ah. Missing one. So I need the infused sapphire key to get into this building. So for me that opens up a couple of questions. One, where do I get the other key from? So it's not... Oh, I see. I guess there's a bridge. You can't cheat, can you, and just build your own platforms in there, can you? Not that I'm going to do it, but I just want to see if you can. Oh, you can. You could actually put stuff over the top of the lava here, and there could be something else that opens up, but I wonder what's in there though. I don't think it goes right back though. Yeah, see how there's a gap at the back here? So the door must open up. There must be like a drawbridge or something. You get inside this building and then there's something in there. Oh well. So what did they actually call it? Sapphire infused key building? I don't know. Anyway, at least I've shown you where it is. Good to note too, there's actually a Sapphire 20,000 in that corner over there, so that's interesting. Pity there wasn't, instead of there being silver or gold here, pity it wasn't a big infinite Sapphire supply. That would have been even better. There you go. Alright, well I've shown you where it is. And that's one. So I gather there's another two. There's one for the emerald and one for the ruby. I think I'm going in the right direction. Or am I? It's rather dark over here, Trev. Maybe not. Where did I come in? There's a staircase. Oh, back this way. Okay. So it's not really a long way away from... Jeez, little stamina's going down pretty quick. It's not a long way away from the emerald production area, I guess you could say. I think I was kind of right. I was kind of pointing in this direction when we were standing on the main building. I think it's over this way. See, that would have just been a tunnel that I was using to try to get as far around the map as possible. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Generally just following all the torches, but... Oh, there you go. There's my production. So, it's kind of... Yeah, it's over to that side.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, I've never seen an infinite supply of Sapphire. I don't know whether... I hope the game still has it in here somewhere, but I've searched a lot around the place, and it's just not here. Actually, hang on a second. Is this guy producing ingots again? He is. Okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go. It's a long way to have to travel, isn't it? It's a pity the game doesn't have little portals. Make life a little bit easier. So yeah, there's our emerald producing. I guess... Hang on, while we're over here. So... Yeah, I guess we could have a quick look at this. I really need to be manufacturing emerald gems. Should I do it from here? So as you can see, I've got two production lines. I could hijack this stream of emerald ore. So this one's going into this production line, and this one is being split into three. So maybe I can hijack that line. I don't know, maybe put a splitter at the top. I've got all that area over there. I could run a stream of emerald ore down, and then what do I need? I need a gem cutter. Cuts ore into cut gems, yeah, so the ore would go into that machine, and then after that it would go into the gem polisher, and then I would just simply store it in one of these guys. So I kind of need like 3 machines. So I guess, yeah, off camera I could actually do that, and then that could be working. If I did do it though, so it's a gem cutter. I can't remember what the steam requirements were. I certainly need to go back and pick up precise gears and precise pipe work and turbo filters and all that. I'm just assuming, what happens if that was 10 and that was 20? I don't think it was more than that. was weird. I thought I could hear footsteps then. Gee, when you think about it, I've got a lot of turrets around here, haven't I? A couple there and a fair few just there. Yes. Do I have enough steam, though? This one is feeding those production lines. And then I put this conveyor belt over the top to bring coal over here. That's the water pump, which goes through a distributor, so we've got one spare one there. We've got 100 steam. Actually, hang on, we've got 200 steams, haven't we? Oh, well, there you go. We've actually got a spare boiler over here. So there's 100 steam coming out of this, and it's not being utilised yet, so that's perfect. We could run copper tubing down here and then reconnect into the machines over here. Okay. So I take it the emerald's not going to be a problem. I'll just come and collect it when I need to infuse the key. The biggest issue is going to be back at where... Actually, where we saw that other 20,000 sapphire, if there's a coal deposit close by, we could just set up a completely different manufacturing plant. We just need coal nearby. Or that other plant that I cut off at 7,500, that would be enough to make some sapphire ore, I guess. Or I can just reconnect it and put a new one over there. Oh, that's where it is. Look, I can just see it now. Damn it! It's right in front of me. That whole time I was looking around for the other infinite emerald. It's just here. Infinite emerald. Actually, what else was around here? There's silver. And then I think there's 2 iron over here. See, this is where if you just simply found an infinite coal nearby, there's 20,000 iron. Infinite iron, infinite iron. That's really all you need is an infinite coal nearby, and you're off and running again. There's a couple of orcs. Did he just see me? He did too. Hang on. Can you guys actually get up there? I'm assuming they can. Yeah, they can. How come you can get up there so easily? Didn't even touch me once, you little... I was going to call them ferals, little orkies. Yeah, there's lots of places like this in the game where you go, but what's over there? What's over there? You know, you could keep wanting to search around to see if you've missed something, but... So there's no coal there. Is there anything over this side? You see what I mean? It's like blank, and you feel like, oh, well, I've reached the end of where the game has put stuff. But you would think that when you got close to here, but, yeah. It's not so much the case, is it? So, there is another emerald supply there.
Yep.
Not that we really need it. I mean, we can obviously, you know, still hijack this stream that's coming down here, which is probably what I'm going to do off camera. I'll see if I can get the gem cutting underway, but obviously for me to to make these guys, I need to go back and pick up pistons and pipework and gear and stuff like that for both of these, so a little bit of work to be able to do that. But as you can see, yeah, there's still a little bit more to go. I mean, can you believe it? I haven't, like, pretty much got to the end of another episode. And, have a look at that. We're already up to 500,000 coins again. Doesn't take too long. Yeah, I'm pretty certain, not talking about the 20,000 sapphire that I just found near that new building kind of thing, where I read the ancient stone. But I'm pretty certain there is another one here somewhere. See, there's a 20,000 emerald just sitting there. But yeah, if I can get the infinite ones, then you don't have to worry about it ever running out. That's the beauty of it. So yeah, for the time being, I've just cut this little section of the conveyor belt out to leave that for the time being. What did I say was in here? There's 44 sapphire ingots in there. There's another silver supply. Yeah, sometimes you just go, oh wow, where is this infinite sapphire supply, you know? Well, there is good news, and that is that you don't have to feed conveyor belts into the infuser. You just have to basically manufacture the gems and then just take them over manually, I guess. Yep, well, that's still working. Alright, well, pretty good. I mean, even, yeah, when I've been playing this, we're still already over, what, 518,000 gold coins again. So our manufacturing and our sales points must be working pretty well, because that's a lot of gear. Alright. So I guess, yeah, this episode I've at least showed you the Sapphire Ancient Stone, I suppose. And we've been ripping into, oh there you go, got one big pile of gold back again. I guess that's the 500,000 in there. Well, almost. 457,000 out of 500. Anyway. Alright guys, well, yeah, I think what I'll do is off camera, see if I can get all the ingredients and go over and manufacture the gem cutting, I guess, for the emerald. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the sapphire. Might be able to do something off camera where I get something working where that ancient stone is. If I can go back and find some coal close by, I'll do that. At least we'll have a full 20,000 supply of sapphire ore instead of only the 7,500 we've got so far. I might reconnect that and just let that manufacture some more sapphire ingots instead. Anyhow guys, I'm going to have to leave the episode here. Super hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel out by smashing that like button for the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.